Hello, and welcome to the preview episode of ASMR Relationships. My name is Kristen, and I came to this project because I wished there was a specific kind of podcast I could listen to at work. The idea: someone would read posts from advice subreddits without actually attempting to solve the poster's problems. I just wanted pure, unleaded drama, and I was unable to find what I was looking for. Then, I'm pretty sure I tweeted ASMR Relationships as a joke, but a surprising number of my friends were 100% on board with the concept. Greedy as ever for those hot podcast paychecks, I figured, why not? I can best summarize ASMR Relationships like this: the podcast equivalent of listening to gossip that has nothing to do with you. The meditative delivery just seemed like a funny gag to me. You may or may not know this about me, but I am all about gags. Beyond that, I think hearing what you're in for firsthand is the best way to finish this special preview episode. So, I hope you enjoy spending a few chill minutes with me and the drama of a person neither of us know. This post is from the Our Relationships subreddit. My girlfriend has legally changed her name after every breakup she's had. Throwaway, because people know my account, and I haven't told anyone about this yet. My girlfriend, 26 female, and I, 31 male, met at the gym around 18 months ago. I go there to work out 5 mornings a week before work at around the same time, and she worked out then too. It was always pretty early, so a lot of the time it was just the two of us in there, which led to us notice each other and give a little, haha, it's just us again, awkward smile. I always thought she was cute and guessed she might like me, because it seemed like she could have been deliberately coming to work out when she knew I'd be there. And not to be cocky, but I'm a decently attractive guy. One time, I was doing the lat pull sort of wrong, and she came up to correct so that I didn't injure myself, which led to us get talking. After being gym acquaintances for a few weeks, I eventually asked her out for drinks. From then, we were inseparable, and we've been dating ever since. Our relationship is really great. All my ex-girlfriends would constantly pick fights and be kinda needy, but she's so easy and we have a great time together. We're active peoples, so we do a lot of sporty outdoor activities together, which I love. I honestly thought I'd end up marrying this woman. After around a year, we moved in together. It made sense because we were spending most nights together anyway, and we could get a nicer place if we paid rent together rather than the separate one-bed apartments we were living in. Now, this is where it gets weird. Recently, she was flying back to her home country, she's British, to visit her family for a couple weeks. She called me in a panic because she'd forgotten her passport and was scared she'd miss the flight. She asks me to get it out of her bedside drawer and drive to the airport to deliver it to her. I find it amongst her stuff, and when I was picking it up, this driving license falls out. It was kinda tucked into it. It had her picture and details, but with a completely different name. I was obviously really freaked out and suspicious by this, but I decided to act normal until she got back from her trip to give me a chance to investigate before I blew up at her. so I drove to the airport and gave her the passport and a kiss goodbye, like nothing had happened. While she was away, I had a thorough look through her stuff. In her bedside drawer and some of her suitcases under the bed, I found 7 separate ID cards with 4 different names, including the name I know her as. So many possibilities were running through my head the whole time she was away. I was terrified that she was not the person I knew and loved. When she got back a couple days ago, I sat her down and tried to confront her in a way that was open and calm as possible, even though I felt like screaming. She had 3 other serious boyfriends that I know everything about. She told me that she legally changed her name after each breakup to help her get over it and a fresh start. She said that she felt her identity had been tied up in her long-term boyfriends, so when the relationships ended, she felt like she needed everything to be new in order to get over it. She explained that the reason she moved out of the UK was also for this reason. She apologized for hiding this, but said it wasn't nearly as dodgy as it seemed. She got upset with me for not letting it go after she explained, so we argued, and she's been staying at a friend's since then while I think this through. I don't know what to do, and if I should end things because of this. Even if it's true, it's a huge thing to keep from someone, and so over the top. I'm so fucking confused, and don't want to give up the marriage/kids I could have with her one day. Where the fuck do I go from here? TLDR. I found loads of ID cards with different names belonging to my girlfriend. She says that she has legally changed her name following all the relationship breakups she's had. My advice is this. If your girlfriend is a spy, she is a very bad one. You should probably get out before you become compromised too. Thank you for joining me on this bite-sized preview of ASMR relationships. If you'd like to submit a post, please email me at asmrrelationships@gmail.com. Pretty much any advice subreddit is fair game, so go nuts. Follow me on Twitter at funnygirltm. If you enjoyed hearing my voice, please check out the other project I do with my brother Joe, the Can We Talk About podcast, where we're currently discussing the original Transformers cartoon episode by episode, with new podcast episodes every other Wednesday. 80s cartoons are wild, and it's pretty funny stuff. You can find the iTunes link in the episode description. I'd also like to thank my good friend Madeline for the podcast artwork. You can follow her at Ignore the Robot on Twitter. Again, thank you so much for listening. Consider subscribing, leaving a review on your podcatcher. Get me out there so I can make those podcast bucks. Until next time, here's my best advice. Break up with him.